Today, we're in the company of a phenomenal success story. Dean Graziosi is a multimillionaire, New York Times best-selling author.
Talking about over 1 million books sold total.
We have a living legend, Dean Graziosi.
And we have a living legend when it comes to personal development.
You're talking about a man who's hundreds of millions of dollars in sales.
One of the biggest names in the history of this segment.
He's also reaching millions of people online and is live.
So much. You've impacted so many lives.
We literally booked this event because we wanted you to come speak at this event.
What I love about Dean is he's a genius at what he does, but the man, as corny as it sounds, he cares. It's easy to care verbally with your lips. He cares with the direction his feet move.
Hey guys, it's about 6 a.m. I'm on the top of Camelback Mountain.
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up?
Just got done running the mountain.
Well, it's entrepreneurs like Dean that are helping make the world a better place.
What's even more remarkable is Dean
started by
dysfunctional home, lived in a trailer.
You're a powerful, big spirit.
Sometimes it takes someone seeing in you what you don't even see in yourself.
His ability to captivate and inspire people.
And so there's so much wisdom in there.
Incredible generosity and your enthusiasm.
Give it up for Dean. The man changed my life.
What's up, Inner Circle? All right, we're here live, or you could be watching the replay. It all depends. But those of you live with me here right now, it is awesome to have you. I know how busy we all are. I know there's a million other things you could be doing. I don't take it lightly. That's why I prepare and am ready to light this up today. I got a challenge for you today. I'm gonna break some fears today. I'm gonna push you to overcome obstacles. Because listen, if you're returning month after month, a privilege, a pleasure to have you back. If you're brand new, welcome to the Inner Circle family. What I wanted to do today for the first 5 minutes is give real clarity on what this is. Listen, whether you're one of our KBB members, the Knowledge Business Blueprint family, oh my God, amazing family. If you're one of our real estate family members, if you're in our high performance mastermind, if you're just someone that was seeking how to, you're a success seeker, listen, my life stands, I really work on 3 things in my life, like masterminds and self-education. Oh my God, it's my life. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't buy Tony Robbins' course and immerse myself in masterminds and groups for the last 20 years. That's why Tony and I own mastermind.com. It's why we built the Knowledge Business Blueprint course. So one part of my life is all about masterminds and groups and trainings like this. The other part of my life is I have a debt of gratitude towards real estate. I became a millionaire in my 20s. Real estate was the catapult that got me out. Since then, started 13 other businesses and write books and live events and courses. But real estate was my foundation, so I will always help people and share strategies to invest in real estate. And third, it's about success training. If you don't have I just did a post on my Instagram, some of you might have saw it. Is it the tactics or is it the mindset? It's always the mindset. You could give somebody a business on how to sell $20 bills for $10. You could give them the KBB course. You could give them the real estate course. If they're not in the right mindset and the first obstacle they get derails them, the first person to tell them it won't work, the first obstacle, the thing that doesn't go through the way they want, or the first challenge they have when it comes to building their website or making a phone call, if they don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right mindset, you revert back to old habits and go, oh, maybe I'll get to that next year. And then 5 years goes by just like that. So know that on here are my 3 favorite people. You're either here because you're in the Knowledge Business Blueprint and you want the mindset as well. You're here because you're a real estate student and you want the mindset and success strategies as well. Or you're a part of one of my masterminds and you want the mindset and the ongoing. So let me just tell you, and I've never really defined this like I have before. And I promise I see all your questions coming in. I'm just gonna do my best not to look over because I'm like shiny object squirrel. Oh, and I'll start reading. I wanna be in the zone with you. I wanna be in flow. But I promise you that I will look through all these later. So leave me any notes you want, any ideas for future trainings, and later we'll try to squeeze in some Q&A. But I wanna tell you what Inner Circle stands for. And I maybe never have clarified, but to me, it's the 3 M's. It's mindset, it's marketing, and it's movement. Think about that. It's mindset. because I can give you the best strategies on how to market in the world, whether that's your Knowledge Business Blueprint course or your real estate training or your own business because you're following my marketing skills. I can give you the tactics step by step. If you don't have the right mindset, it's going to just be something that falls, and then in 2 years you'll be looking for the next opportunity. And 2 years after that, the next opportunity. So we have to anchor in success habits. That's why I obsess over that book. That's why it's my favorite book I've ever written. And movement. You see, what I hope is that each of you, if I could give you a gift, each of you know exactly where you'd love to be in a year from now. You know how much money you want to be making, how much freedom or control of your time, what you want to look like, what you want to feel like. If you don't, then I encourage you to do that. Fuzzy targets don't get hit. If you think you want this, then maybe I think you might get it, right? Know where you want to go. Pretend it's a year from now, best year of your life. What does that look like? So when you're a part of Inner Circle is what I hope, whether it's real estate, whether it's Knowledge Business Blueprint, whether you're just an Inner Circle member looking for a next level, what you're here for is to continually have movement. I'm not sharing things with you that I think work. I want to be very definitive to every single one of you today. I don't have time in my life to share ideas. When I'm here and I'm sharing with you, this is 32 years of being an entrepreneur. That sounds crazy. I was 17 when I did probably longer. I sold firewood in high school when I was 16. That's 34 years ago. That sounds crazy. But I'm not sharing any ideas with you that I think could work. Know that when I share, this is based on 34 years of being an entrepreneur and having a database in here and in journals of what works and what doesn't. So when I come here, I'm giving you the blueprint to help with the third part of Inner Circle, which is your movement. I want you to take what serves you from each one of these trainings. Listen, if 90% of what I share today doesn't sink in, but one thing you're like, oh my God, this is for me, then take it and put it into play, because it's about, sometimes I talk on mindset, sometimes I talk on marketing, sometimes I talk on scaling or movement, right? We're gonna always talk about those three. And what you need to do is be open to it, absorb what it is I'm teaching, take what serves you, put it in play, and throw the rest away. Wow, that rhymed. You see, once you have your destination, then each one of these can be your blueprint towards moving forward. And that's why I love those. There's so many of you who have been here since day one. People, I'm gonna be transparent with you guys because some of you in the Knowledge Business Blueprint, people who show up and get these trainings and use even one piece of it, never leave forever. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe Dean's still doing this for us at this crazy low price. You know, the people who don't utilize this are the ones, or don't stay with me and I can't help them, are the ones that don't watch. They don't show up and they're like, oh, I think I joined that Inner Circle thing. What was that anyway? Oh, maybe I'll look at it. And then 3 months later, they see it on their credit card and they go, oh, I don't know, I'm not using that. And then they go back to the rat race and they're running and gunning, trying to go faster or trying to move their life by just running faster. It's like, do you ever feel like you're on a treadmill? It's because you need new capabilities. You need new shifts. You need to be exposed to new ways to go to that next level. And that's what we're here for. So I'm so excited. Give me a hell yes if you're ready to learn some good stuff today. I'm gonna give you a challenge. We are gonna go through, now if you have the Knowledge Business Blueprint, you already know the hook, story, close model, but that exists for everybody in the world. So today, I'm gonna go through a version of that. We're gonna go through a version of that, but different than you learned in the course. And we're gonna start with a client, the ideal client, a little exercise on finding your ideal client. And then I'm gonna challenge you to something pretty cool. And I'd love to know if you're up for a challenge. Who's committed to taking this challenge? And I'm gonna ethically bribe you with something cool. I think we're gonna do I'm gonna give away 2 VIP tickets to my next live event. That means you sit up front, we have lunch together, a couple $1,000 tickets. That's how I'm gonna bribe. Thank you guys, appreciate you. That's how I'm gonna bribe you to move you forward. If we're about mindset, marketing, and movement, today we're gonna go over some mindset. Already got over a little bit, maybe you didn't even know that. We are definitely gonna be talking about marketing, which marketing and sales, I know they're separate, but they kind of lump together. And then hopefully, by taking the challenge, you're gonna get some movement. So, You know, I might need, do we have a flip chart? I know I didn't say I needed a whiteboard. Maybe the little one. Johnny or Mike in a moment here. If you could bring the little whiteboard here. I might use it, I might not sure. That one there, that one back there. You can tell we're live, right? I got the most amazing team in the world. So the reason I was delaying, because we had lots of people coming on a little bit, so let's get to it. First thing, I don't care, and I want you to realize something. It doesn't matter to me. I've gotten paid ridiculous amounts of money to consult. Just make sure the marker works and we're good, and you can leave it right there. To consult in all types of businesses. It doesn't matter what business you are. If you are one of my real estate students, great, glad to have you here. If you're one of my KBB family members, a knowledge broker, oh my God, you're gonna die over this. If you're a high performance mastermind member, great. If you're just someone that wants more success, overcome complexity, awesome. It doesn't matter. This is for everyone, every single person. So right now, I would like to share, some of you have big followings already. I know some of you, I see some of you in this group. I know some of you have already killing it. You already have your following and it's growing. Some of you are like, I want to get this going. How do I find the deals? How do I get people to invest in my group, my mastermind, my workshop, be a part of my community, right? You're kind of just starting. It doesn't matter where you are. What I teach is for all of us. This is the stuff that I still teach my $100,000 or $250,000 year members we're going to have at the end of next year. I'll teach them the same thing, because no matter what level you are, we need to be reminded. If nothing else, remember, I'm a reminder service, really cheap reminder service of what you need to be doing to move the needle in your life. So, no matter where you are, KBB, masterminds, workshops, real estate, just moving the needle on your own business, brick and mortar business. I want to talk a little bit, and of course, all of this is laid out in the Knowledge Business Blueprint, but I want to talk a little bit about your ideal client. Who do you want to attract? Yeah, let me pull this over. Johnny, could you slide that over for me? Who is it that you want to attract? I don't even know what I'm going to write on the whiteboard. I just want it. Sometimes I just feel good having a whiteboard, and then I'll let you, once you get over there, I'll let you move the camera over. That's great. So when it comes to, when you hear someone say your avatar or your ideal client, if you don't know exactly who it is you're approaching, you're doing a massive disservice. And I want to share this again. You guys may have learned this in the Knowledge Business Blueprint, but it's different when I'm here talking to you and you can ask me questions. Think of this. Think of what most people do. Sorry, I was stuck. My cord was wrapped around the chair. Okay, think about this. If you and I are going fishing and we both want to catch mackerel. Now let's say tuna. It's more yummy. Okay, so we both want to catch tuna. And we're in Cabo, Mexico, and we both get on a boat. And you go, man, we both want to win. We both want to catch lots and big tuna. And we're both going fishing. You got to hear this. Really understand this. I'm silly with analogies. We both want to go fishing. We both want to catch tuna. Big ones, lots of them. We want to have sushi for lunch. Think about this. What if I got in one boat and you got in the other, and you got in your boat and I got in my boat and I said, let's go. We got some bait. I got fishing poles. I got bait. I got gas in the boat. I got someone to drive the boat. Let's go. I want to get out there and catch. And we go out, and on the way out, we bait the hooks and we go park the boat. It looks like a good spot, right? Like, well, maybe there's a little island over there. We can see the distance of the city. This looks great. Looks like some tuna would be here. And man, we just start casting. We're casting. I want to beat you. If you and I are having a competition, right? You're in your boat. Now you get in your boat, you go a little slower. Dean's already got the engines all the way down. I'm trying to beat you out to the water to get you. But you stop and you say, hey, I'm going to walk over to that tackle shop. That business has been here forever, and they got a big tuna on the wall. And you walk out and say, hey, I was just wondering, I want to fish for tuna. Where is the best place to get tuna? Where's the best place to get tuna? And the guy says, oh, there's no better place. You got to go off. There's a reef off this little island. Let me pull out a map here. Let me show you. And he grabs his little map. And you ever see when like you're at a hotel, you're here. You're going to go out. Your captain knows who this is. You tell him you want to be off the something reef, off of something island. That's where the best and biggest tuna fishing. It's like, okay, and I want to buy stuff from you. When you go tuna fishing, what kind of reels do you use? Oh, you got to use, sometimes you hook a 40-pounder. You got to use a little bit bigger reel, but you don't want the red line because they see it. Got to the clear line. Okay, do you have one of those? Yeah, can I rent that? Okay, great. Now, this time of year, it's September. What did tuna hit in September? You know, good question, because in the fall, they go after the young, I don't know, sardines. But in the spring or in the fall, whatever, we fish more of the bright colors because they're really eating XYZ. So this, let me grit that for you. This is the tuna bait. You say, what's the best time? Oh, actually, if you're there in about 45 minutes, it's prime time. After lunch, the tide shifts, they're not there. So you might as well quit at lunch. Okay, so I'm already out fishing. I'm just in the ocean, and I'm just casting the line. I'm just casting, reeling, casting, reeling, casting, reeling. I ain't really catching much. And all of a sudden, an hour later, I see you driving past. I'm like, oh, look how late they are. But guess what? You're in a boat that knows exactly where the tuna are, and you're driving there. You know exactly what time they bite. You know exactly what time they stop biting. You know what fishing tackle to use, what hooks to use, and what bait to use. You go to that spot and you're fishing just for tuna with tuna bait and tuna tackle in the tuna area. At the end of the day, we both went fishing. Who's going to catch more tuna? Who's catching more tuna? Of course it's you. You win every time. But in business, that's not how everybody does it. Everybody gets excited and says, I want to be in the mastermind business. They go, just let me ask people, right? Let me just ask people if they want to be in my mastermind. I want to be in the real estate business. Let me just ask people if they want to sell or buy houses. I just want to be in my own brick and mortar or my own online business. Let me just ask people. As simple as that sounds, nobody is getting the advice to get the tackle, the bait, the timing, and all the pieces to go after your ideal client. Have you done this? Are you targeting your ideal client? So that's what I want to talk about first today. We want to go over this. Is whatever it is you're doing at any part, I want you to start writing down who your ideal client is. So let's just say you're my ideal client. That's why you're there, okay? So let's go over here. You got this? Okay. So who is, if you got a piece of paper, hopefully you do, you're with me, do this. Like, don't mess around, do this, right? Who's your ideal client? Ideal client. Oh, ENT, there we go. I'm definitely not, if you're looking to learn how to spell and grammar, I'm not your ideal mentor. So who's your ideal client? So let's just say, I want you to go through this exercise. If your ideal client in real estate is someone who owns a house for cash, and they don't live in the house, that's your ideal client. If you're looking for someone to buy, who's your ideal buyer? Maybe in real estate, maybe it's someone that's an investor and buying your type of houses in your area. If you're in the KBB group, who is your ideal? Like, not overall, don't try to cast a wide net. Don't just fish in the ocean. You want to fine tune it. Believe me, the world is big enough for your niche to be a monster if you just go after exactly who it is you want. So let's just say my ideal client for KBB, for the Knowledge Business Blueprint. I want someone who wants to make impact. It's important for them to not just get paid. They want to make money, but they want to make impact on the world. You know, you see it if you're in the KBB family. You know, people are in there like, I want to help others and get paid to do it. I want people that watch personal growth. People that watch me, watch Tony, listen to Dale Carnegie or Earl Nightingale or Wayne Dyer. Like, I know that I want someone who wants impact. I want someone who wants to create more revenue. Someone who is willing to do the work. Right? Someone into personal growth. I also know who I don't want. If you guys watch all my marketing, you always hear me say, if you're looking for a magical money machine, that you do a little bit of work and money flows into your bank account without doing anything, I'm not your guy. I'm going to show you a path and a plan. You got to do the work. So I'm not looking the opposite of an ideal client. I don't want these I don't want people that are following, it sounds like I'm being rude, but you see some people like with the Lambo and look at my watch and like do this and you make 60 grand in 6 minutes without doing any work. I don't want those people. A lot of times that's dreamers. Sounds like I'm being disrespectful. I'm not. I'm just sharing me. I want someone who knows if anything worth doing that could have monster results needs work. Yes, I want to cut the learning curve and supply people the blueprint and the training and for KBB, for example, take 60 years of Tony Azai's experience, condense decades into a course so you can go faster, but you still know you got to do the work. You still know you're going to get obstacles. You still know things are going to go wrong. But at the end of the day, is it worth it? Hell yes. So I'm looking for somebody who knows they got to do the work. They're not a dreamer. So when I go through my ideal client, I know exactly who I'm looking for. If you are into fitness, you could say, I want fitness, and I'll look at all your questions later. I appreciate this. But think about if you're in the fitness world. You could say, I want to help people get in better shape. That's Dean on the boat, casting away, right? This world is big enough and the fitness industry is so big that you could find somebody who, like, you could go after what you're proud of. Like, don't try to be everything to everybody. Remember who you are. What's your superpower? What do you love to do? What kind of transformation have you had? And just look for people that want that same thing. You figure out who you are and your superpower, you reverse engineer it. So, for example, I've used this before, but if you're in the fitness world, maybe you went through a pregnancy or two. And you know what it's like to get done being pregnant and have to lose the baby weight while simultaneously be a mom, and all the focus is on the kid, and that can mess with your mind a little bit, and you're not sleeping, you're distracted, all those things. Yes, you're in great shape now. You're in the fitness world. But maybe your passion is to help new moms get back to their pre-pregnancy weight and help them emotionally at the same time. And you do it by eating vegan and Pilates and a morning routine. There's a million ways to help moms get back in shape and healthy after pregnancy, but yours is Pilates, vegan, morning routine, and some mindset and meditation. If that's yours, don't try to be everything to every mom who just had a baby. Be that amazing person for those who want that, who want to learn your strategy, go deep on what you do, and create your ideal client. If you're in the real estate space, if you want to go after, if you're doing fix and flips and you're doing fix and flips high end, then you want to go after people that are going to the next level and want to spend $1 million house, and you figure out what they like. They like the bathrooms and the kitchen. It's got to be open, the new look. It's more French country. You want to obsess on what people want in $1 million house in your area. And don't focus on all the other stuff. But if you're wholesaling, meaning matching buyers and sellers in real estate, that means your ideal buyer is a cash investor who's already doing investments and flips in your area. You don't want to focus on everybody else. Who is he? Who is she? What do they want? What do they think about? What are their fears? What bothers them? What turns them away? What do they feel is complex? What do they feel is easy? How do they feel safe? How do they feel secure? Live inside the mind of your prospect. Live inside the mind of your ideal client. I could go on, I was just using this as an example. I could go on a mile of who my ideal real estate client is, who my ideal knowledge business blueprint client is, because I've lived that. I am both of those people, and I love those people, and I want to know you to the extreme. You can't be everything to everybody, and especially if you're not just starting, but especially if a lot of you are just starting. I want you right now, and if you watch this again, I want you guys to identify who your ideal person is and know that all your effort and all your energy needs to be to figure that person out and help them. Serve them. Serve them. If it's an investor, what do you think the stumbling blocks are? People misrepresenting houses, complexity, too many emails, too many phone calls, the paperwork not getting done on time, misrepresentations, all those things. If you know that's what they don't like, be the best in the world. Make sure you are the best on representing the house exactly the way it is, to making things efficient, easy, simple. 3 emails, the deal's done. If you're in the knowledge business, decide. If I'm a pregnant and just got done having a baby, what are the fears in your head? Am I getting my old weight back? Am I ever going to feel significant? Like, whatever that is, identify that and lean into it. Serve that person at the highest level. Reduce the complexity. Live inside their mind. answers, and finish conversations they're already having. Learn that ideal client and talk to them. I hope you guys know that you and me we're so much alike, it's unbelievable. Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, like, the reason we have these easy conversations, the reason we can do this is we are the same people. We're all looking for another level. We're all trying to grow, to create more impact, to create more money in our lives, to create more freedom, to be in control of our time, to give money away to charity, to be a better guide to our parents, be a better spouse. I know that's who you are. I know it at the deepest level. I know that you've gone through shit and a lot of people don't believe in you. I know that you feel lonely sometimes in your thoughts. I know you feel like a dreamer sometimes, or you feel like you may never reach it. Maybe you feel like you should just settle and go to an okay life. But then other days you're like, no way, I can't settle. I know you feel like you have two voices in your head saying, go for it. No, be safe. Oh, is this real? No, maybe it's not. I know all those things. I know that about you. Why do you think I'm here? I want to serve you at the highest level possible. I want to live inside your fears. I want to live inside your desires and your dreams. And then I want to deliver you what the hell can take you there. And if I do, you become a client of mine for life. You tell your friends and family, and we get to make more impact, and we get to grow our company. So think about that. If you guys are liking this so far, I want you to give me a heck yes or a hell yes or a thumbs up if you understand how important it is to identify your ideal client. Now, someone said, it's hard for me to narrow it down. I want a life coach and try and narrow it down. No, it's not hard. It honestly, you're looking at it from 30,000 foot. You got to dig in deep. Put yourself in the shoes, and just to answer that quick question is, put yourself in the shoes of the person you want to serve. What are their biggest fears? What are their biggest worries? And what are their biggest desires? Figure that out, and then figure out if you can serve them. Like, make sure that your superpower, your core competency is shining through and you're able to serve the people. Like I shared this in the Knowledge Business Blueprint, but I'm not the best at KPIs and creating standing operating procedures and key performance indicators and managing people and running processes and systems. I suck at it. I built monster companies, but I built it through relationships, by hiring the right people, by great marketing and great products. So you want to learn how to scale a business and you want to learn the operation side, I'm not your guy. If you came here and we sat in a room and you're like, I want to learn how to run operations, you would hate what I share. But if you want to learn how to connect with people, how to change their life, how to speak from the heart, how to be transparent, authentic, be good on camera, be able to teach, I'm your guy. Okay, there we go. That's the first part, ideal client. Now that we know the ideal client, we're going to get into the hook, story, close, and then my challenge for you. So if you guys are still up for a challenge, it's coming. Okay, hook, story, close. That is something I teach in the Knowledge Business Blueprint, and it is the foundation for every video that I do. And I didn't even realize I was doing this for the first 10 years. And I wanted to be able to name it so you can think through it. So when you go to shoot a video, when you go to write an email, when you go to write sales copy, when you're in front of someone and you want to sell them, if you want to persuade someone to be your partner, if you want to win negotiation in the conference room, hook, story, close is your model. You'll remember that for life. I'm saying it over again. Hook, story, close. We ran a hook, story, close contest in the Knowledge Business Blueprint family. Oh my God, it was amazing. We had over 200 videos come in. You guys got it. It was way over 200 videos. It was amazing what you guys did. And we're going to do more of that stuff. But let me just tell you what that really means is, if you look at, I'm going to go back over here, John. Are you good? Let's go back over here. So if we have hook, story, close. Now, some of you might be saying, I'm never going to do a video, Dean. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter if you're never going to do a video. This is for, if you are going to have a business, you are going to market and sell, or you're not going to have a business. Just let's get that really clear. I'm not going to get into killing the fear on a deep level. I'm going to say this right here, right now. Love what you provide so much that you feel like you're doing a disservice if people don't get enrolled. I say that all the time, but it's everything for me. Love what you provide so much that you feel like you're doing people a disservice if they don't give you a credit card, if they don't stay enrolled, if they're not a part of it. Let me ask you right now, right here, right now, just what I'm sharing today, would you not want this information and take your money back? Seriously. Would you take your money back from the Knowledge Business Blueprint, from the monthly training? Like, I love what we provide so much. I love my Inner Circle family. I love my Knowledge Business Blueprint family. I love my High Performance Mastermind family. I love my real estate family. I love you so much that I obsess on what I deliver to you. And I love it so much that, man, if you don't engage, I'm going to leave you out there high and dry. You'll go off to some other jackass with a crappy program, for lack of a better word. Or worse yet, you'll do nothing. You'll look back in 5 years ago, oh my God, I'm still hoping, I'm still dreaming. So I love what I'm teaching you. I love my Inner Circle. I love what I do so much that when it's time for me to sell it, I don't feel like I'm selling. I feel like I'm doing you a disservice if you don't get enrolled. What if you weren't here right now? You'd probably be working on the busy stuff. Not that I'm saying this is magical and Dean's perfect, but this is the kind of stuff that moves the needle in your life. I want you to have that same passion. I want you to love what you do so much that you're not selling. You're doing people a disservice if they don't give you the money, if they don't partner with you on the real estate deal, or they don't partner with you as a knowledge broker, or they don't give you money to be a part of your mastermind, your group, your training, your community. You're screwing them over. So I give you this not as some kind of sneaky sales tactic. It's like, no, this is how we impact the world. This is how you grow your real estate company. This is how you grow the Knowledge Business Blueprint, how you tap into the knowledge industry, is get people to give you money so you can impact their lives. Give me a hell yes if you're getting what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to watch. All right, hook, story, close. I had to disclaim that. Now you ready? Are you ready to learn? You ready to listen on a higher level? Then let's do this. Okay, the hook. Let's get to the hook in a minute. Let's get to the story. This is 3 parts of a video. I'm going to talk through the eyes of a video. But again, if you write it on paper, if you talk face-to-face, if you talk on the phone, if you send out a direct mail piece, if you're closing a sale, it's the same format. So I don't know what business you're in. I love it. Thank you for all the hell yeses. We got some energy in here. Love it. All right, the story, that's easy. This is what I see most people do when they do videos or write letters. It's easy to tell the story. The story is kind of telling what we've done, where we've been, the epiphanies we've had, the breakthroughs we've had, where I was, my hero's journey. Listen, when you hear my story, it's a true story. I did live in a bathroom with my dad when I was a kid. That's not a joke. That's not just some story I tell. It sucked. I didn't really know it sucked when I was with it. That was part of my life, right? I did live in a trailer park with my mom. It wasn't some dumpy trailer park, but it was the only trailer park in our town, and we did get evicted from that. I did wear hand-me-downs. My mom's dad both drove crappy cars. I didn't go to college. But I did have an epiphany. I realized that people that were successful had different habits than my family. And I didn't have that epiphany at the moment. I just realized that now I look back and it was an epiphany. But my journey was I started obsessing and modeling people that were successful. I started doing things that people that were broke and unhappy didn't do. And I started doing more of the things that people that were happy and had money did. And I started seeing shifts. And that was an epiphany. And along that way, real estate transformed my life. But what transcended that was being a part of masterminds, being a part of groups, learning from other people, paying for speed. And as I do that, that's my life. Like, that's my journey. So, and to go from that broke kid and generate, over $1 billion in my brands and my companies, that's my story. But I had a story once when I first started doing this where it was like, hey, I used to be broke and I did my first 5 deals. I did my first deal. I didn't start off saying all this stuff. I started off with all the beginning part, but it was only 1 deal in. I made, hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars, but I was still a chapter ahead of other people. So you don't have to start off where Tony is or I am or anybody is. You start off where you are, right? But the story is, just think of the story this way. The story is when you build trust. You show them your value. You show them why you are the authority in this part that you're talking about. And authority could be just that I went through training no one else does. I'm a chapter ahead of you. Like, the story is what is really easy for most people to tell. And what I see in most videos that don't work is people love to tell the story. And you need to, but it's missing 2 of the most important parts that is the reason, if you've ever tried videos, if you didn't get likes on it, if people didn't share it, is because you forgot the hook and you forgot the close, right? So I'm not going to go deep on the story other than this is where people get to know, like, and trust you. This is know, like, and trust and authority. And it also could be examples, like social proof. Right? This could be, this is who I am, this is why I care about you, the result is they trust you, this is why I'm the authority in this, and here's some other people, or let me tell you some stories of other people I've helped along this journey to sell their house, to buy their house, to be in a mastermind, to be better at roofing, to be better at copy, to be better in their personal life, to be better in their relationships, to lose weight, to go faster, right? This is everything in the story, and I would bet to say if I was sitting with all of you right now, you could give me this. But that's not enough to get people to engage. This is not enough to get people to engage. Let's see. So, what are you missing? First is the hook. It's the hook. Listen, we live in a world of total distractions. Everybody's buying for your time. There's a gazillion videos on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everybody's trying. I'm the guy. I'm the person. I'm the woman. Lose weight with me. Make money with me. You are competing against a lot of people. But guess what? You know what they don't have? Me. Tony, our team, guiding you, show you how to stand out. If there's a crowd of everybody with black shirts, you want to be the person with the red shirt. You want to go, oh, it's everybody. Well, why has that person got a red shirt? Let me go over there. You want to be that video, that sales letter, that phone call, that face-to-face where someone goes, oh, I'm listening to this. And the hook is that. The hook is the first couple of sentences that make you say, I'm watching this. I'm reading this. I'm listening to this. And most people forget that. I've told this story in the Knowledge Business Blueprint. I want to tell you, I did a show with Larry King. An interview with Larry King was my dream. The guy, I used to love Larry King. He changed my life. I didn't even know it. I modeled my infomercials off of his sit-down interview style. So I had the chance right here in the studio. We had a set right here. Larry King comes in, and we set the Larry King setup, and I had the microphone. He walks up on another table, and he walks up and he goes, oh, the microphone's supposed to be here. Had this cool dialogue. We went to dinner the night before. He told me all these great stories. And I modeled the open. I had a great story. All this was perfect about millionaire success habits, about my book. He interviews me, and I wrote the open, which is the hook is kind of the open or the start, right? I wrote that based on all his old Larry King shows. Live with Larry King. Tonight on Larry King Live. And so you say, tonight with Larry King on Larry King Live. I'm here with Prince, the phenomenon musician who's triple platinum and this and all over the world and been doing it for 20 years and whatever it is, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to go with what they said, but it wasn't a hook. That was part of the story of a news channel. I wanted to get people to engage and fighting against busy people. So instead of going with what I know, I went and modeled what he usually does. So it was like, tonight on Larry King, I'm here with Dean Graziosi, multiple New York Times best-selling author, someone who started with nothing, went on to generate da-da-da-da, he's this, he's that, he's that. Made me look good. I wrote the script. I made myself not brag, I wasn't embellishing. I just wrote, I'm like, this is cool stuff. Show didn't work. Story, amazing. We'll get to the close in a minute. The close was the book, but I'll talk about that. So we play this show, doesn't work. Tweak it, doesn't work. Tweak it. I'm like, how could my show with Larry King not work? This is my world. This is what I do, and it's with my favorite guy. With a guy like this guy's interviewed every president, every star, and now me, and it's not going to work. And then one day I looked at it. I'm like, oh, what a fool! What a fool! I didn't put a hook in it. I didn't stop. Listen, in today's world, TV, who watches TV anymore? Who watches channels? Who watches infomercials? It's like, oh, I'm out. Or you just program what you want to watch, or you're on Apple TV, or you're on any other version of TV, right? You're on Hulu, you're on Netflix. So I got to fight for my time. I needed a hook. Took everything the same. Only thing I changed, I bribed Larry King to come back, to sit in the studio, to read 2 sentences, just the open of the show. And we changed it from, hi, tonight on Larry King, I'm here with Dean Graziosi. We changed it to this. The hook was simply this. Larry King was sitting looking directly at the camera, and he said, let me ask you a question. In your adult life, have you ever looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, wow, I thought I'd be further ahead by now. Well, if you have, you're not alone. Tonight, we're going to be talking about, that was my hook. It's the only thing I changed in the show. Let me ask you how that felt, me just reading that to you. Give me a thumbs up if you felt that, if you ever felt that you've looked into, that was a hook. I leaned into my people. I leaned into you. You're my ideal client. You may have saw that show. I leaned into you because I wanted to affect your life. I don't want you changing the channel. I need you to get to my story. But if I don't hook you to get to my story, you flip the channel. I changed that. That show has gone on to do, 50 million bucks or whatever the number is. It's significant. Let's just say significant. Help me get my hundreds of thousands of books in people's hands. So, how do you come up with a hook? You come up with a hook by understanding, that's why I started with your avatar, your ideal client. What are your ideal client's pains, or what's the pain they're experiencing? What is their desire? A hook can be addressing the pain. Have you ever in your adult life felt like I'd be further ahead by now? Man, that's like a punch in the gut, right? But it got you to stop, so I can help you. How do you get people to stop? How do you address an issue? Are you a mom who recently had a baby and feel like you're never gonna get the weight back, you're never gonna feel like yourself again or feel as sexy as you used to? I'd love to help you. You're not alone. I'd love to help you. That's different than saying the perfect weight loss formula, go to the story. Like, what is the pain they're feeling? Or what's the pleasure they want to go to? How would you like to get back to the 7 steps to get back to your pre-baby weight with a better mindset, happier, and ignite your passion? Like, it could be, let's get away from the pain, or let's move towards the pleasure, or you can address something that's going on in the world. One of my shows, years ago, when the foreclosure market, when 2007 in the real estate space, when I wrote the book, Be a Real Estate Millionaire, a show that went on to do insane, one of the best infomercials of all time. The hook in the beginning was leaning into what was going on. The market has crashed and people are teaching you the wrong method. How'd you like to work a way to thrive on the way down? Because I had the best strategy in the world to profit on the way down and no one else was talking about it. That hook made people go, wow, it is on the way down. I heard the real estate market's crap. What's this guy going to teach me? The show went on to be a monster. We got to change so many people's lives. It's when we made wholesaling cool, because on the way down in real estate, you want to wholesale. So that's your hook. So understanding your ideal client, understanding their pain, or their desires, or where their pleasure will be, or addressing what's a conversation going on in their head because they're seeing it in the news. That's how you get people. That's how you put on the red shirt in a sea of black shirts. That's how people go, I'm going to watch this video. Damn it, there's so many videos, I'm gonna watch this one. That's how you do it. That's the hook, right? So just think of the hook, and then there's a transition to the story. So mine was simply, have you ever in your adult life looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, wow, I thought I'd be further ahead by now. If you could say yes, you're not alone. Let me tell you about Dean Graziosi, and then I get on and tell my story. I told my epiphany, I told my breakthrough, I said where I was at, why they can know, like, and trust me. Look at some other people I've helped. This is why I'm authority. This is the money I've made. This is the failures I've had in the past. And I want to, that's where you tell your thing. But then everybody screws it up here. The reason I started this, and I'm just looking at all your great comments coming in, guys. I appreciate you. The close is where a lot of people screw up. This is where people apologize for asking them to take an action. The close is your CTA. This is your call to action. Call to action. What do you want them to do? I see people just want to get viral videos. They don't tell them what to do at the end. They don't tell them to like them, to leave a comment, to join their channel. They just do it and think, if I build it, they will come. I promise you, if you build your mastermind, your workshop, if you build your company, your widget, your online product, your real estate company, I don't care how good you build it. If you follow everything I teach you, everything Tony and I teach you, everything, the best in the world, if you build it, they will not come on their own. You need to push people to it, and you need to tell them what to do. So the reason I said, and I asked you if you would take your money back, and I saw that everybody was like, hell no. I asked you that, and I said, love what you do so much that you feel like you're doing disservice to people who don't get it. I need that anchored in, because this is the part you got to tell them what to do. This is the part you got to tell them to call me so I can buy your house. Go join my mastermind. Be a part of my community. Come to my workshop. fill out this application so we can call you and ask you for $25,000 to be a member of my high-level mastermind. This is also what you're going to do if you don't have one damn follower, and you're going to do, and we're going to lean into your challenge here soon, but you're going to do a video where you're just telling people, follow me, tell one friend about me, like it, leave me a comment. You need to ask them what to do. They stopped, they're intrigued. Now you need to tell them what to do. And this is the part a lot of people kind of freak out and mess up. Like, hook, easy, story, that's your life. Then all of a sudden, you get to the close and you're getting to the call to action, and people get like, well, if you have a house, maybe you could call me when you have it. Or if you'd like to buy from me, maybe, like, people get all freaked out because they got this inner thing about selling. I get it, I was there. But when I shifted my mindset to knowing that I can help you, and I'm making an impact on your life, that I hope I'm making an impact on you right now. Would you rather be doing something else right now? Would you rather be bowling, doing something like be at a bar? Like, I hope what I'm delivering you, you're like, holy shit, this is good stuff. Thank God I'm a Inner Circle member. That's what I hope. So with that, how do I get people here? I gotta sell them. They don't come here on their own. It doesn't matter how, do you know how many people should be in this group? We should have 20 million people in this group. The reason we don't have 20 million people in this group is because I don't push this hard. This is for like family members. This is for people that, already a part of our courses and programs, and this is like an added bonus. But if I don't sell them, they will not come, and I know that, so I have to have a call to action. I have to tell them what to do. So I want you to start thinking about the close. So not only is the close giving them the benefits, you always have to have the benefits, and then what they get and why. So think about this. If you're just wanting someone to like your page, follow you, and tell a friend, my hook, my story, and now you're just giving my information to grow your following. At the end, you can't just say, I'm glad you like it. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. No, what's enticing them to do an action? If you want them to follow you, leave a comment, and like, the benefit is, hey, if you like this video today, you're gonna love the next video I do. And you're gonna love every video where I'm gonna deliver massive value to you over and over on how to lose the weight, make the money, get the guy, get the girl, fix the relationship, week after week. And what I'd love to do is right now, leave me a comment so I can improve upon what I'm delivering for you for free. Leave me a comment, and then so we can help more people just like you, I'd like you to like it and share it with at least one friend that could use this information. If you can do that for me, every single week, I'll be back delivering stories that empower your life in XYZ. That's a call to action. If you don't ask that, they're not gonna do it. If you want them to join your mastermind, this is where you can't, this is the part between story and close where people start to change their personality on tape, this shows my age, on video or in their story. No, lean into it. Like you tell your story, it's like, now this is why I'm so excited to have you here right now, because what I shared today in here, man, that's great, but it's kind of only the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more I want to share with you. I want to get you to that next level. I want to teach you to lose the weight, to make more money, to do the thing, to do that thing, to have the real estate, to go faster. That's why I'm so excited that the rest of the iceberg is available. You can join my mastermind. You can join my group. You could sell me your house. You could buy me your house. That's all the things that live in here. Let me know if this is making sense to everybody. I know that you saw this in the Knowledge Business Blueprint. This is for everyone. I don't care if you're a high HPM member, if you're just an Inner Circle member, real estate, my knowledge business, my knowledge broker family, what's up? This is your secret to impact. Is it going to take time for some of you to build the right people to see it? Of course. But is it worth it? Yes. 100 out of 100 times, it's worth it to make impact and profits. So, the other thing too is make your offer irresistible. That means tell them the benefits of what you're going to do. So many people, I'm just going to tell this really quick and I hope this sticks. So many times people will say, if you join my mastermind, you join my group, you become a part of my community, you buy a house from me, sell a house from me, you're gonna get this. At the end of the day, people just want to know how they're gonna feel at the end of doing business with you. So remember the benefits. I say this all the time. If you were buying a car that had air conditioning, and I wanted to give you the options, I could say, hey, it's got air conditioning, and it's the new 3.0 turbo fan cold blaster. And what that means is that it's got a bigger fan, and it's got colder Freon. I don't know if that makes sense, colder Freon. It's got Freon that runs through these aluminum tubes, and these tubes turn into ice, and then the fan behind it blows like a turbo, and it gives, oh, that's the option. Or I could simply say, if I was selling you, I could simply say, hey man, when it's hot out, it gets really cold inside the car. And be done with it, because I told you the benefit. People don't really give a crap about the Freon and the tubes, but we will do that in our call to action. What is going to be different? And here's the irresistible offer on why you should be a part of it. You guys feeling this? If you're feeling it, I'm feeling it today. I'm getting done here. I'm jumping on a plane, going to Atlanta. I'm going to have dinner with Mr. Tony Robbins tonight, and tomorrow we are going to rock the National Achievers Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. So if I'm going to see you there, what's up? We're going to rock Atlanta tomorrow. I delayed my flight so I could be here with you today. So you guys ready for a challenge? All right, we're done with this, Johnny. Let's come over here. You guys ready for a challenge? Here is your challenge. You are going to do a Facebook Live based around our story today. Some of you are like, I do a Facebook Live every day. The majority of you don't. There's a huge percentage, probably 20%, that's afraid to do this. I'm going to ethically bribe you. I'm going to create the challenge right now. Here's what it is. You ready? You're going to go Facebook Live even if you don't even have a Facebook account. Go get one. If you have no followers, it doesn't matter. Tell a couple friends. I don't care if this impacts. This is the part. You don't have to have 1 million followers. I started with 1. Tony started with 1. Help one person. Impact one person's life. If next week you had 2, if following week you have 5, week after that you have 100 or 50, you're making the movement. So I'm going to encourage you right now. I'm going to bribe you right now to take go through this, watch this video again. Who is your ideal client? Who are you looking to target? And then I want you to write down the hook based on their fears, their desires, or the news they're facing. Then I want you to bullet out your story. Why am I the best person to buy your house? Why am I the best person to sell your house? Why am I the best person to teach you through my workshop, through my mastermind, through what I do, through your company, through your widget? I want you to think about that story, how people will know, like, and trust you, why you're an authority. What's your example of social proof on things? If you don't have social proof, my first real estate show, I didn't have anybody I helped, so I just went and visited my deals. Hey, here's a house I bought for X and did X with it. You can do it too. And then figure out, what is your call to action? Some of you say, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to sell. Then your call to action is to get them to like you, leave a comment, and suggest a friend comes and follows you too. That's it. That's your challenge. I don't care if 0 people watch it. This is for you. This isn't about, this is about you having, what did we say DIC is about? It's mindset, marketing, and movement. This is moving you. This is getting out of your comfort zone. Yes, I know so many of you are already doing this. Please don't think that I'm, like, if you're already doing this, do it again. Do it like this. Do you see why this training's for everybody? I teach this in my $250,000 mastermind, and they lose their mind, because this is another level. This is why my brand has done over $1 billion, and why people love what we do and the impact we make. Look what Tony and I are doing with the Knowledge Business Blueprint. I mean, it's already become a movement, but I wouldn't have got people involved if I didn't ethically sell them into it and get them engaged, right? So if you're already doing this, change your next video and do it like this. If you've never done one, this is the challenge. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to go Facebook Live in your own account. And you're going to follow the who's my ideal client. You're going to do the hook, story, close. And then if you just take a screenshot and then hashtag it, my team will find it. Hashtag FB challenge. Let's do this. Hashtag DG challenge. Hashtag DG challenge, right? Just take a screenshot. You can go to my DM and send it to us. You can just hashtag it. My team will search Facebook and Instagram for those hashtags. And then we're going to randomly pick one of you, or I'll let the team figure out how they're going to pick someone. And what we're going to do is, if we pick you, if you do this, you're going to get 2 tickets, VIP, to my next live event where you sit right up front and you'll come have lunch with me and the rest of the VIP people. I think that's a cool ethical bribe. I mean, I could give away money and stuff, but a lot more value coming to a 3-day event with the best speakers on the planet, gaining capabilities to go faster and quicker and success. How would you like this on steroids for 3 days? That's what my live events are like. So that's your challenge. Facebook Live, use the hook, story, close. Now, one more thing you can add to that. And I wanted to make sure I did this. In between you got hook, story, close. In between the story and the close, you could also teach 1, 2, or 3 things, right? You're teaching people how to lose weight. Teach them one of the ideas. You're teaching how to run faster, make more money, be better at sales, life coaching. Teach them 1 or 2 things. And then you're done. Say, I teach as much as I can on this video. Now I want to tell you how you can get more. Follow me, like me, buy my product, register, go to my website, go to my Instagram, some kind of call to action after you teach them. What are you guys thinking? You guys liking this? You guys up for a challenge? Give me another hell yes if you are doing this. This deadline, what do you think the deadline should be? How about 7 days? If I give you a month, half of you won't do it because you'll put it off and then you'll forget. You got 7 days to do this challenge. To get, I think the tickets are $2,000, right? That's my ethical bribe. And I will, and I'll also send you a private message. We'll talk about that. Okay, so that's that. So many of you have asked 2 things I want to share. Those of you in the Knowledge Business Blueprint, love it. Those of you that aren't, we've had so many people ask in our inner circle, like literally. So just do this. Write this down right now. Love the hell yeses. You're in. Do this. If you haven't watched the training with Tony and I, if you haven't, you're crazy. It's a 2-hour training that will blow your mind. My KBB family already knows. If you're in the KBB family, give me a KB member. Tell everybody how amazing this is. Even go and watch the training with Tony. It's so much value. So write this down right now. Go to deanstraining.com if you have not been through the 2-hour training with Tony and I. That's deanstraining.com. I encourage you to watch it, and I encourage you to get engaged. If you want to tap into the knowledge industry, you want to help others, you want to make an impact, you want to be a part of an industry that's $355 million a day and growing, then simply just go register, reserve the 2 hours, and watch Tony and I. Russell Brunson comes in at the end. It is so awesome. We did it right here. It's really amazing. Got to go do it. So go check that out. Hell yeah, KBB rocks. My KBB family, real estate family, HPM, DIC. And then the last thing, if you liked this training, the truth is, you guys probably know about this already, especially if you're in KBB. In November, Tony and I are doing a total immersion 2-day intensive training on marketing. Imagine this for 2 days from Tony and I. And we're going to reveal the blueprint on how to do a launch. If you're brand new, how to get the members, how to get followers, how to go through an entire launch model and come out. Like if you're brand new, how do you come out in front of everybody by using Tony and I and our unfair advantages? This kind of stuff for 2 days with Tony and I. This is the smallest event Tony's done in years. We are capping the event. The truth is, we were going to cap the event at like 2,000 people and make it like a business mastery. We decided, let's do the first one small. We're capping this event at 300 people. And that's why we're not pushing it. That's why you haven't seen it all over, because I think we'd sell out in 2 minutes. We are about 75% filled, and we have no market. There's not a place that's up for marketing. There's no emails going out. I want my KBB members, anybody who wants to learn how to market at this level, from Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, plus Russell Brunson's coming, Jenna Kutcher's coming, and Jeff Walker, my friend Jeff Walker. But this isn't a live event. This is a 2-hour, 2-day tactical strategy session. So you leave with your blueprint to start your business or to ramp up the business you have. The reason I'm saying this is because I want you guys, my Inner Circle family, to have the first option. If it's not a fit for you, totally cool. Look what we're doing. You have the best courses in the world. You have the best training. I'm here every month. But if you know the value of that, then I'd encourage you right now to go to deanandtonylive.com. I hope one of you awesome people write deanandtonylive.com in the string. I'll do it in a second. Go to deanandtonylive.com, read the letter I wrote, and if it's a fit for you, don't miss out. I promise that we're not making it 1,000 people. We're capping at 300. I think we're at 220 people, something like that, without even letting people know about it. It's just like this kind of thing. So go check that out. I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't mention those 2 things. So if you're not a part of the KBB family, and you have any interest in learning from Tony and I, go to deanstraining.com. And if you want to hear about the 2-day marketing immersion, this on steroids with Tony and I, go to deanandtonylive.com. Guys, you are amazing. You guys are amazing. I'm going to go back and read all of these. Not going to do Q&A today because I went deep on this, and the truth is I have to get done and literally race a little bit above the speed limit to the airport so I don't miss my plane. But you guys are worth it. I have so much fun with you. Please know that what I shared with you today is priceless. This isn't just me wanting to hear myself talk. This is the foundation of starting from nothing, starting on obsessing, trying to get my first sale, scared to death, envious of other people getting ahead, envious of people that I felt like I was smarter than and I worked harder than. And I figured this stuff out through time. And I didn't know hook, story, close when I wish someone would have given me this. This is something I learned through 30 years of being an entrepreneur, 30 plus years of being an entrepreneur. And now at this phase of my life that I'm so emotionally invested into making an impact, to making self-education the new norm, I have to look back and say, how did I get here? And then I have to create a framework around it. And then I get to teach you. This is one of the most important things you can learn if you're ready for an impact, if you're ready to make impact, if you're ready to take your income and your life to another level. This is really important. I hope you realize it. I thought long and hard about this. I wanted to give you the foundation of this Inner Circle, mindset, marketing, and movement. Let's move every month. Take what serves you today, implement it into your life. Do the damn challenge. Remember, it's going to be, we said DG challenge, right? Do a Facebook Live. Use the hook, story, close. Talk to your ideal client. Take a picture of it. Hashtag it. Post it. Put it anywhere you can. We'll find you. And one of you is going to win 2 VIP tickets to my next event where you get this again. And then if you haven't watched a training with Tony and I, go to deanstraining.com. If you'd love to spend 2 days with a group of amazing people learning how to launch your business with marketing skills like this, but on steroids from the 2 best on the planet, then you're going to want to go to deanandtonylive.com and read that and see the value of what we're providing there. That's not a live event. That's a 2-day tactical immersion where you leave with a blueprint. Different than a live event. This is like deep helping you on your business get over the fear and launch. That's it. Amazing Inner Circle. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. If you thought today was good, give me another hell yes, because that fires me up. I'll go back and read all your comments. If you have any thoughts or things you want to share with me for next training, I'm here. I appreciate you. And remember, let's keep moving forward. We got this. Have a great day.